I'm so happy the Eagles won. What a weird... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. Actually, I've got to go this way. What a weird Super Bowl. What happened to Kansas City? Holy heck. I mean, they either partied too hard the night before or just forgot that they were in the Super Bowl, because that was a bizarro game, in my opinion. Now, on paper, what was it, 40 to, I forget, 20 or whatever it was. On paper, it looks like, 40 to 20 something, probably a pretty good back and forth game. Obviously, edge with the Eagles, but no. Kansas City decided in the fourth quarter to actually start playing football again. But I'm very happy the Eagles won. I did not expect to watch the whole game, and I was going to do a regular live in my studio. But I'm driving back home to where I was watching the game, and I just was having a good time and decided to stay at this get-together the whole time, which I usually don't do. And ended up talking to some people, and had a great time. But I did nothing today otherwise. What a lazy Sunday. Holy heck. Did absolutely nothing. Did I read a little bit of Dracula? I think I did. At this point, Lucy is sicker than ever. Van Helsing, you can tell. So after you read the whole book, then you go back and read it again like I'm doing, you pick up a lot more on Van Helsing hinting but not saying outward that he thinks it's a vampire. He takes because it's so outrageous, to just assume there's a vampire in England. And it's the Count Dracula, So for him, he doesn't really want to tell them until he's absolutely sure. But at this point, Lucy is so sick and has such a lack of blood, they start doing transfusions. And the transfusions immediately give her back the redness in her face, the color in her face, and she's happy, and she looks good. But what's going to happen is every night or every so many nights, Dracula comes back for more. And every morning or every so many mornings, she wakes up pale, gaunt, and bloodless, without blood. But like the regular, unlike Van Helsing, Dr. Seward and Arthur Holmwood and the other characters, they see the bite marks on the neck, but if that's where the blood came from, then, Dr. Seward says the blood will be all over the bed. Well, Van Helsing knows why. He knows it's down the throat of a vampire, but he can't just say that. Because, first off, it's too early in the book. And it gives you kind of more of a realistic view on diagnosis, that you want to be sure and make sure you have all your ducks in a row before you diagnose a problem. And, so that's what's happening in the Dracula book right now. So I did read. And Renfield, the Renfield character, my car just had a little bit of issue there. Like I said, never explain how Renfield gets involved with Dracula, how, Renfield even knows that Dracula exists. They don't ever say that Renfield visited Transylvania or studied the occult. It's just it's a bizarre, but his major plot device, book, is that Renfield invites Dracula into the asylum, where he eventually will attack Mina, because a vampire needs to be invited into a place or they can't enter. That's really the whole reason why he exists in the book. Really, all the eating of the flies and the spiders and the birds and all of that is kind of just, I don't know, maybe some Victorian era obsession with the mentally insane. I'm not really sure. But that's his major, and also he escapes multiple times where they witness him talking to Dracula. They don't know that, but that's what it is. But anyway, that's where I am in the book. So eventually Lucy will become a vampire. She'll become the Bloofer Lady. She'll work for Dracula, attracting children for food. And then eventually well, I think they ever actually get married, but Arthur Homewood, who she was supposed to marry, Lucy was supposed to marry, he eventually will drive a stake through her heart to kill her. She will then go back to being Lucy. Her soul will go to heaven, per Van Helsing, and what he says. And then Van Helsing and Dr. Seward will cut Lucy's head off and stuff her mouth full of garlic. So she can never be revived by Dracula in the future. Or any vampire for that matter. Great book. So glad I'm reading it again. But go Eagles. I'm so glad the Eagles won. Kansas City just did not come to play. Taylor Swift, she must have lost her magic, her voodoo over the team or whatever. I don't know. Her, not voodoo, but mojo or whatever. They just did not play tonight at all. At all. And I'm happy because I wanted Philly to win. I guess Kenny Pickett, as a Steeler fan, who I think played one down. I think he had one possession as quarterback. He's going to get a Super Bowl ring, but I don't care. I don't think Kenny Pickett was the solution for the Steelers. I don't think Russell Wilson was the solution for the Steelers. The Steelers, they have a long time, several seasons here, until they really find that Ben Roethlisberger, Terry Bradshaw style franchise quarterback. And I don't really think it's going to happen until Tomlin leaves. And yeah, Mike Tomlin is a good football coach. You can't deny it, but he's not Belichick. He's not a great coach, in my mind. I don't care how many winning seasons you have. You don't get trophies for winning seasons. You aren't remembered historically for winning seasons. You are remembered for winning Lombardi trophies. So I would rather have 5 losing seasons and then win the Super Bowl than have however many winning seasons he's had in a row. Because to me, that don't mean shit. Could that get you into the Hall of Fame? Sure. But I'd rather win the Super Bowl. As a fan, you want to see your team win. Now, is Philly burning down the city? I actually am not home, and I can't be futzing with my phone too much while driving. But I wonder if Philadelphia is literally burning to the ground. Because, Philly's insane. They're insane people. They're lunatics. Philadelphia is full of lunatics. I don't know why that city is like that, but winning the Super Bowl equals burning down the city. So we'll see if it's still there tomorrow. But anyways, this is my Sunday. I had all kind of plans for my Sunday live stream, but I was going to leave at halftime. I don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. I watched the whole halftime show. To me, it was just him rapping the whole time. People dancing around. I don't know what Sam Jackson was talking about. He was in some kind of Uncle Sam kind of American getup, and he was yelling shit during it that I don't even know what he was saying. I didn't recognize one song or rap or whatever. Excuse me. I would have enjoyed it more if they maybe would have, to me, a Kendrick Lamar halftime show would have been much better if they would have brought out some more people of that genre to kind of fill out the show a little more. But I don't know. I don't even know. And there was a girl at this party. She freaking knew every word. And, was like, this is my music and stuff. And I'm like, the only thing I was inspired by